Hello, it's 2 a.m. in India, and we are officially crazy. I just watched Vanita do a video on her channel about Mars square Sun with Sun and Jyeshtha Nakshatra. So I'm just happy that the Western astrology bug about the aspect doctrine has caught with her as well. So welcome, Vanita. Thanks for joining at 2 a.m. Uh,
Hi, Ashwin. Yes, we are crazy people, I think, on this earth, and we are crazy astrologers as well. So,
yeah.
it's something that, which is, I think, expected out of us. So, I'm not surprised with whatever we are doing extempore. So, it's a great timing actually because Sun and Mars are at the exact degrees tonight, and both in the fixed sign of one in Scorpio and the other one in Aquarius.
Yeah.
So the energies are pretty high. Fixed sign energy is something that you have fixation in mind already, like, okay, this is what, I want to do and this is what I will do. So that kind of a, mentality is taking over. And of course, it is a very good time for the competitors, for the, the enemies, I would say, if you want to just file a litigation and all that stuff. This is the right time, this is the right day, and it is definitely going to be in the square aspect. Sun and Mars in square to each other, of course, for at least another 10 days, 15 days time. So this is what I feel about this um, transit. And of course, it is advised that you should um, defend your goals. The aggression part is of course going to take a toll. So you can just the anger will build up, the frustration will build up, the sexual desires will be too high. So all that frustration, you have to keep a check. What do you think, Ashwin, about this?
Yeah, I think you actually said it right because we have two fire signs in place, and there is a very important concept of reception in Hellenistic astrology, where
Okay.
uh, uh, like here Mars is receiving Sun because Sun is placed in the territory of Mars, which is Scorpio.
Oh yes, not to
So
forget.
yes. So the whenever the planet that receives another planet forms a significant aspect, be it trine, a significant traditional aspect. It's not. I'm not talking about the modern aspects, but the traditional aspects like sextile, square, or trine, or opposition. So there is a lot of energy with that particular aspect, and the results are far more literal than when the two planets are actually not an aspect when a particular planet is receiving. So here Mars is receiving Sun, and both are placed in fixed signs where our aggression is kind of fixated. So as you rightly said, the desires and motivation to go for the kill is much more than usual. With Mercury already being retrograde, we might be a bit harsh in our communication, and our words tend to hurt people because again we see that two fire signs are in aspects. We also see that moon is in trine with Mars, so that is yet another like indication of a free flowing trouble coming our way because of Sun square Mars.
Yeah, one sun, once moon joins sun, you're rightly saying that, when there is this a new moon coming up, in Scorpio.
Scorpio,
So that,
yeah.
yeah, so that will be, I think, an energy blast again, because five planets in Scorpio, the sign ruled by Mars, and then in quadrant to Mars. So it will be really a boom, kind of a thing, which is we are
Yeah,
heading.
and as you said, Scorpio, the natural eighth house. I just hope that we all live through this phase without much hindrance or trouble, especially handle the fire related things very carefully but still there is no much issue because all these planets are placed in the water sign. So
Yes,
also,
we have to we have to keep a check on our emotions, because emotions will be overwhelming, during this phase. Because this, I've seen that whenever there is a lot of energy in this deep sign of
okay,
Scorpio, then people tend to go haywire. The energy scatters. The energy is pretty scattered. So as it is like Sun in Gandant, is not considered that good. Sun in Scorpio, as it is like a fiery sign, a fiery planet in watery sign. Coming to water is like it's scattered altogether. You will not, your self esteem will be hurt
at
at this
stake.
time.
Yes, exactly.
So
That's
that,
what I mentioned in my previous video where I talked about
oh
Jupiter
really?
and Cazimi.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I saw
where
that.
yes, so there is a lot of self dignity and self respect at stake, and especially with
Yes.
Mars and Sun forming such a very heated aspect, we tend to be outrageous and outspoken in such a way that we tend to hurt our reputation or respect by the words that we use, because Mercury is already retrograde, and let's not forget Mercury is also in the same territory. So it is actually quite descriptive and indicative of how our words are going to be in future. And it's not that only we speak those, we might also become victims to such kind of attitudes that are being shown to us by someone else. So it's good to be calm, it's good to maintain some philosophical or spiritual grounds during these times, because as moon is also entering here, we might get hurt, or we might get into a depressed state of mind where we won't be able to concentrate on our daily things, because new moon is a signification of new beginning. So
Yes,
as
true.
it is, we have to begin something new and we have to concentrate on our daily routines, and we cannot afford to get depressed, and we cannot let ourselves play a spoil sport in our routine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So the best is to channelize your energies,
Yeah,
understand what is happening around you. Don't fall prey to these kind of energy boosts. What happens? We suddenly, fall prey to these kind of, that we are, okay, we have something in hand, so we must like make the best use of it right now. That is what we fall prey to these kind of scenarios, but they are just an eyewash. So the best is just to lie low, wait for the right time, because like the mind gets illusioned during these phases a lot. So we should analyze, and aggression of course is an illusion. So
yeah, sure.
yeah, so it's something that I always tell my clients also, that you just don't fall prey, just lie low, just stay calm, let let these phases, whenever you get these kind of energies which are too much in force, just don't fall prey, and don't misuse these energies. I think
Yeah,
you should channelize to be productive, because we will definitely be fighting our the best of our energies to be aggressive and be towards the on the fighting spree. Basically,
yeah,
that is something which is going to be there. So it's better to just uh, stay calm, go to take a retreat, go for yoga, go for walks, go for some workout, which is going to take away all your energy, and then your zero energy left in yourself. So that's how we all know, we know that this is not right. Aggression is not good. So aggression is good wherever it is necessary. It is required also at certain places. Use it
yeah,
there. Thank
sure.
you. Yeah.
So I
Thank you so
think
much,
we
Ashwin,
should.
for having me
Yeah.
over, and on the spot we planned and we did it. Thank you so
Yeah, so
much.
channelize your energy and
Yes.
keep your emotions under check.
Yes.
And with that, I think we'll sign
That's
off
the
now.
key. That's the key.
Yeah. So I think that is the actual closing thought. So we'll sign off now and see you next time.
Yeah, sure.